We're going right now. And we back. You know, the Calico and the Yahsinni show. You know, hey, the show backstage be live than the other shows y'all watch on YouTube. You hear me? I promise you. So y'all definitely need to tune in. You know, this is the episode on beta males. And I'm here with my lovely co-host, Sister Yahsinni.
Peace and love to the Calico Yahsinni community. No matter which side you're on, we come together right now to expose the truth, as we always do. Yeah.
So, basically, you know, I'm here to, I'm gonna get on the beta males. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get on their heads. And 2020, got a lot of beta males working for the man, ain't they? Don't they work for the man? Basically, they work. You might well say
I promise you, they do.
They work for the CDC. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you?
The CDC, the WHO, the CIA, the FBI, the president, all of Hollywood. It's a whole fucking regime against us to force us to fall for the okie doke again and again and again.
For real. You know, it's sad that I got to put a lot of brothers in them pair of shoes, but that's the shoes they walking in. You know, they beta males, and I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's because of these vaccines. These vaccines have created beta males. You know, they most likely put atrazine right inside of these vaccines, and I'm talking about since a young age, because it's coming out of these. It's definitely coming out of, like basically a lot of these guys always had a little sugar in their tank. You know, now they the heads of the state. You know, they want these guys to be our leaders. Man, who? Let me tell you. So, one of the big situations everybody's been talking about is Derrick Jaxn. I already know, me and you, we don't even really know him. Like, we've all seen a video of his, but I've never watched none of them long rants he be doing. What he do is, he be trying to be a lover boy. You feel me? And, it backfired because, women have a lot of power, and guys go to tiptoeing on top of that fire and their feet really get burnt. They thought they could really handle it. They can't handle it. It's a lot of strong, women in so many ways. You know what I mean? Like, they know how to capture the mind, just like Medusa and many other goddesses would blind them with beauty. It ain't nothing for him to be blinded. So we can't be treading across some hot coals. We got to know how to see but don't see. You feel me? So,
right.
He pretty much became too popular for his own good, and it got him in some beautiful places that he couldn't resist. You feel me?
Right.
At the same time, he's a beta male. You know? Like, he's definitely a beta male, but I'm not gonna say he's the worst kind. we definitely have our Will Smiths also. We got our Will Smiths.
Absolutely.
Our Derrick Jaxn. There's another guy I was gonna talk about today. He kind of got me mad. But Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Dave Chappelle is a beta male. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, like, he coming down to do a show down here in Florida, and he got the first show or concert, as far as comedians go, that you have to have your COVID certificate in order to attend. Man, they clone that man. You know, this Dave Chappelle,
Absolutely.
you know, he gonna tell us we got to get a COVID certificate in order to come to his show. Well, brother, I don't want to see it. And I ain't gonna lie, I still ain't watched that thing on Netflix or whatever. Like, man, that ain't the real one. And, I never been fond of him. I'm more fond of his interviews than I am his the work he's done. The work he's done is chucking and jiving. You get me? Putting that,
Absolutely.
the powder donuts on his lip and acting like a crackhead. I never liked. I never liked it. You know? So he ain't my type of dude. He is a beta male. You feel me? So you know,
Yeah. Let me chime in on the beta males.
go ahead.
Okay. There's alpha and then there's beta. Alpha would be the top of the echelon, who are the real you know, um spiritual, moralistic, um thinking, mind thinking males who figure shit out and know what they're doing. The beta male, on the other hand, wouldn't be any of that. They would be just like flowing through life. They won't have any direction. They won't have a plan. They won't have anything that would help guide them to be the best male that they could be. And it could be for several reasons. And I don't want to say that you were fatherless or any of that kind of stuff, because some beta males had both mother and father and didn't create themselves as an alpha male. However, the thinking mind, the ability to be able to discern, the ability to like ask questions and want to know shit and want to, I would consider those alpha males, whether they have a dad in a home or not. I would consider beta males those not having a direction. Okay? Not having a direction, not wanting to get a direction, not ever wanted to be the best that they can be, thereby bringing down whomever is in contact with them to their level. And I could be wrong, but that's my description of what a beta male is. And they fuck up all kinds of shit all throughout their lives and those who are attached to their lives. So I see you showing it. Come on, King Calico.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
They some bad boys. You know.
yeah,
Hey, that's what it is.
yeah.
For real. He's a bad boy. Like I ain't gonna- look what they was
Uh,
look what they was giving us.
yeah. And
You had
so I told my Christian sister years ago, I said, Will Smith is gay. She's like, no, he's not. I said, well, his first role that he ever played in Hollywood, he played a gay guy in with Stockard Channer, and he played like he made like he was the son of a great entertainer, and she was like, no, they just like filled him in. Like otherwise, she was saying that the clone filled in that part, and he didn't really do that. I said, okay, so me myself, if you try to put me in a role that portrays me as gay and I'm not gay, then I'll reject it, right? Will Smith didn't reject that role. It's called 6 Degrees of Separation. That was his first hellfuck film, and he played a gay guy who was the son of like Sidney Poitier, right? And he hustled and scammed this rich couple, right? But when they got down to the story, He was just some gay guy with a male lover, and that was their thing. I said, why would you want that to be your first fucking film if you're not indeed gay? But for money, you can't pay me enough money to downgrade me to play a gay or a fag or a lesbian or whatever, and I'm not that. There's no amount of money that can make me play that role. Same thing when Queen Latifah came off and set it off. It's like, oh damn, the Queen is gay, which was my idol at the time, and I'm like, shit, the Queen's not gay. Turns out some years later, after Barack opened the door, the Queen is gay. They're all gay. The brat, all of them. They're all gay. They always have been. They've just been pulling the wool over our eyes. But now once we see, then we can stop it with all of the blinder stuff. Like if Will Smith is not gay, then stop playing gay roles. Stop being portrayed as gay and denounce gayism. Denounce. They don't do that. And we still love them, want to meet them, want to go see them, want to be involved and give me a fucking break. This is how they know they got a hold on us. We can't break the spell as long as we stay attached to Hollywood. That's just my take, brother.
And that's real.
Absolutely. All of them. Fuck all of them. Look at that.
This is what it is. Everything is roles are reversed. And see, obviously, this is the epitome of shucking and jiving. Because
Calico, tell me right now, you'll never be in that position that you're showing on the screen.
Not ever. Not ever. What's this?
Never.
The roles have been reversed, right?
Yes.
Black means pale, but all of a sudden we being called black, and we know who's pale. But anyway, it's coming down to the point that not only are they us and we are them, we the slaves. We living in the servitude and all this kind of stuff. But now it's gotten to the point that the roles are reversed to the men and the women. The only thing masculine and feminine about them are the shell, but internally they are like a man is a feminine, and he's feminine, and the woman, is only woman on the outside. She is internally masculine. You feel
right.
Like something wrong with you.
Yeah.
And people gonna look at it like, oh, it's okay because you're going with a woman. Like, man, that's what they're saying. That's what them kinky dudes, you let the women put straps on and all. That's what they say. It's okay.
Right. And that's not only in Hollywood. Like in real life, you may very well run into one of these mofos.
He's gonna get whited out. Ain't gonna be no more. It's Jada Pinkett Smith bloodline. That thing gonna be. It's gonna be non-existent in this color. You feel me? See, that's what happens when people get darker. I don't want to be dark. All right, have fun. Fade the black, the real black veil. You're like, huh? That's what black means what? Yeah, but it's funny. And it's funny at the same time. It's crazy.
It is. And now, my man is forever trying to get me to watch these Will Smith movies. And I be like, I don't get down with Will Smith. I don't like any of his shit. Even though I've saw some of his shit, but I purposely don't watch his movies unless I have to, because But basically, I ain't never dug him like when he was a rapper, when he made Parents Just Don't Understand.
Yeah.
I was into rap. I've been into rap since the Sugar Hill Gang, as I know you have, bro.
Yeah.
But I've never gotten into the Will Smith Jazzy Jeff thingy. I did it for a reason because that shit didn't resonate with me. It did
Yeah.
it. It never has resonated with me. Yeah, I'm not into LeBron or none of that shit because it doesn't resonate with me. If these are spiritual beings, then I should be able to be on their frequency, and I'm not, and I never will be, and I don't want to be.
Exactly.
And I was seeing earlier in his career when he was always trying to kiss the son on the lips, and the son would be like fighting him on the show. Like, why is you doing this, bro? It's cute. Okay, it was cute, but really, like, he didn't want that. His son didn't want to be kissed by his dad on television. That's the take I got.
Yeah.
Like, why are you forcing yourself to kiss your son on television? Will Smith is a beta male. So if we're doing stories about beta males, then you right on point, King.
Yeah.
You're right on point.
You know. Yeah. You
And
know.
who's that?
This is dude Derrick Jaxn. You know. Yeah. I guess they call
Yeah,
him
I
like
don't know
yeah.
him.
Yeah. They call him like a social media influencers and shit or whatever. You know. But yeah,
He looks kind of
he
feminine, and the shit that I'm seeing now, it looks kind of
I think
feminine.
people just looking at the shell. People look at the shell and they don't realize what kind of energy the person be bringing. Okay.
That picture that you're showing right now, he has a blank stare.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have this thing about blank stares. Yeah. The picture next to it, he has a blank stare.
Get back to it.
Blank stare to me means absence of a soul. That's what it means. And I'll go back to the first blank stare that I saw. It was Mike Holmgren
Dang,
of the Packers.
yeah, my wife
I
calling.
said, this motherfucker has a blank stare. And I ain't never liked the Packers, even though I live in Milwaukee and we're Packer bound. And I could be shot and killed for saying I don't like the Packers, the same as if you would be in Texas and not like the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
But all blank stares to me are indicative of you don't have a soul.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of beings, not human beings, but beings on this earth that don't have souls. And this is the reason why you have to create a religion and a God and a deity because you're not spiritual. If you're spiritual, you don't need to create a deity. That's just my take. I'm seeing blank stares on some pics you were showing. I'm seeing Will Smith, who I've never gotten into, who I think that's, I don't like to use the word agent, but I would like to say that you've sold whatever soul you had to him. Satan, the devil, Lucifer, even though I know the difference between all of them. But yeah, yeah, bro. It's like shit. When are we gonna stop being bamboozled? When are we gonna wake the hell fuck up and see shit for what it is and stop just believing the hype?
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
like these guys, you know, they seem like the type they're behind the strong woman when it's supposed to be a strong woman behind a strong man.
Right.
You know? And they literally it looks like these guys content with being the woman's backbone. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, it don't make no sense. So I'm gonna start emphasizing the saying. You know how the saying be behind every strong man. I'm gonna make sure that they know in front of every strong woman is a strong man. You feel me? For real, for real. So that we won't be so you know proud of being single. You feel me? Because that's not quite it.
Right, right.
Because if you really a catch, then it's not gonna be that hard. You feel me? People like we know they got body counts. You feel me? A lot of people taking over being masculine and the men taking over being real feminine.
Yeah,
Real feminine. So that's what
they are.
we don't want to
Yeah.
like. And I want to blame it on the vaccines. That's what I'm pretty much feeling like what has done it to this many people. I mean, so many people they did get vaccines now. And those such things coincidences. You know.
Listen, if everyone takes a microbiology class, even though that's their shit, if you take a microbiology class and you find out the cells and how they work, the immune systems and how they work, all of the systems together work in tandem with each other, right? You will understand that when you when you encounter something in your body that's foreign, your body right away goes on to a mission to get that out of there, get that out of there, and they do a code to remember what that was, so the next time they see it, like it doesn't have a chance of surviving, right?
Yeah.
So when we're talking about this vaccine and like how we getting rid of how we immuning ourselves to COVID without COVID being injected into the body. This is what I'm saying. When you're doing biology, you're understanding that the the R the RNA is remembering the shit, right? So when it sees it again, it already knows like boom, it gets rid of it. It's not finna be fucking around with that again. It's seen it before. It stamped the memory and all the cells. As soon as it tries to get in there again, boom, you're out of here, right? So how are you even thinking that you're ridding yourself of a disease or a virus without that virus entering into your cells? So they want to act like, oh, we made a replica that's not really the same thing. It's just some dead shit. No. That's for those who have not studied microbiology. I have studied microbiology, their microbiology, and got an A in the class and understand that no, you're not immuning me to some shit that didn't come into my immune system. So the white man's way of thinking via Dr. Layla Africa is telling you that this is how white men think. They think the way to cure you from some shit happening is to put that shit in you. Now, if you don't understand that horse urine, um, formaldehyde, ethanol or gas, fingernail polish removal, um, acetic acid, and all kinds of 400 different ingredients is what's being bombarded into your ass. And then your immune system, it boosts your immune system, and then you reject it and shit. That doesn't have to be done to the melanated being. That could very well have to be done to them, the hybrids. We don't understand that we have been taken or following their routines for their shit on our melanated godlike spiritual ass beings. We don't need all that shit. Melanin, that shit into our mind that, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I got COVID. I got COVID. Stop it. We need to separate their stories from our story, which is his story. And then we can understand that shit that they saying, that's not for us, bro. It's not. That's them. They're hybrid. Stop pretending like they're not. They are. They're created in the lab. They're in vitro like a motherfucker. We're not. We're nature. Right or wrong, King
I
Calico?
concur. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
We should stop pretending like we all have the same hellfuck DNA, RNA. We don't. Mitochondria,
the
Eve. We don't.
alpha
We have
male.
God. We have God particle. We have a God particle,
Yeah,
and they know it. Yeah.
definitely. A lot of it. Yep. So see, put like this, alpha means the first. Like they say in the beginning. So in the beginning, when it comes to males, it was us alpha males. Like every Moor is naturally, every indigenous being is naturally alpha. You know what I'm saying? Every male, every female. You know, the melanated, the Moors, the indigenous ones. Yeah, we all alpha. Now, who came second? That they would automatically be beta males.
Beta males.
So obviously, if you are imitating them, then you are a beta male.
That's
So
right.
so all our
That's
brothers that
right.
are falling into that category, they basically are mimicking the Tamahu. That's all it is. So
And we can go so far as describe them, beta males, as those who are imitating the Tamahu.
oh yeah, that's the only way you can be a beta male.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
for
can't
real.
be an alpha male imitating somebody else culture.
Period.
There's some
Just
alpha males out there.
yeah, we still exist. We're not extinct. We're not extinct.
Absolutely. You
You
still
know,
exist.
yeah, yeah. We're not extinct like they would, would have you to believe. We're out there in the wilderness, in the wild of the world. But we prepare, we prepare a way for the coming. And I don't mean just of one Christ. I mean all of the young Christ, all of the minds are gonna be, christened. They're gonna
Right.
be
Yeah.
young Messiah. They're gonna be bringing the message. But we're not gonna be praising messengers. We're just gonna be, acceptive of the message. But, yeah,
Yeah.
we're still here. We here. But
Yeah.
we don't get put on TV, of course. We don't get all the grand opportunities. But we're gonna make sure
Yeah.
that the next generation gets that opportunity. We ain't selfish. That's what a real alpha man is.
That's right. So I'll go as far as to say is the alpha males got their work cut out when dealing with the beta males because you're gonna be in contact with them. They may be your son, they may be your brothers, your uncles, your fathers, or whatever. But if the alpha male don't convert these beta males, they're gonna take over. They're gonna help them rule the world, and they're never gonna have a say so in anything that goes, and they're not gonna care to either because they're beta.
Yep. Yeah, because put like this is what 9 billion people in the world. or whatever the number is. And people always,
Are we up to 9 billion?
I mean, I'm not sure, y'all. There might be 4 or 5. People, forgive me. Because
Last count I had, we was at like 7 billion, which I know that's not a true count, but 9 billion, damn.
I mean, let's just say we upwards of 9 billion people on Earth, right? People always ask, how can the minority run the world? Because they're the minority when it comes to population. When it comes to a population of people, they are the minority. So how the hell can the minority run the majority? Obviously that means there are a lot of us helping them. But let's be distinct, and in knowing who of us is helping them. It's the beta males. It's the jealous and envy-hearted beta males.
Goddamn right.
For sure. But
that's right. That's right.
That's what helps them. They don't want to see one alpha make it. So they all in unison. It's just like how the police force pretty much got crooked because they were the nerds, of high school or whatever. Coming up through school, they were the nerds in the neighborhood or whatever. All that getting picked on, they couldn't wait to make it and be in a position where they could, put the hurt on other people. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's very toxic. It's very toxic.
Yeah, very much so. I agree. So, do we have a solution?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, the solution is always valid. Nobody needs to be over mothered. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of children are getting. They're getting over mothered because there's no father. So she's trying to pick up the slack on both sides, and it's just her doing it. So it's like, man, he has to have that masculine energy that he respects around him. Somebody that somebody you gotta respect, because number one, they do for you.
Can we communicate and convert beta males into alpha males?
Hold on, repeat that one more time.
Can we convert beta males into alpha males?
Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's possible. That's possible because
really?
Yeah, it's possible because if you notice how they do us, they'll get like I said, the nerds, whether they be a melanated nerd or a pale nerd, they don't give a care, and they get all the scraps up. They put them in these police forces and in the army, and after they go through the rigmarole, maybe not a police officer, they be out of shape, fat and all kind of stuff. But man, they would take the weakest ones of us, put them in the army, and voila, you got a man when you come home. His mind might not be right, but physically they have created a monster out of your little boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So he could have been a better man. He could have been over mothered and all that kind of stuff. When he go to the army in them little 4 years, he gonna come out and he gonna be a totally different animal. So that same process can be done the right way, and they can, they can have a mind to go with the physical capability.
Okay, so let me modify my question. Can we convert beta males to alpha males in a timely fashion?
I mean, it would definitely be like going to college. You know what I'm saying? For the beta male, that would be like going to college. And an alpha male would have to be what we call his master teacher. You feel me? His professor.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely gonna have to go through some courses. You feel me? So, and we got to hold him up to a certain standard that he at least got to have a 2.0, 2.5. You know, at least gotta have
So
2.0.
basically, we on the right track.
Yeah, by coming together.
I
It's all
mean,
about.
we even the master students can become master teachers to those who are not, discerned or
Hey,
initiated or educated, right? Not that education, but basically, we're actually on the right track because if we convert one beta male over into an alpha male, then and that person does his job, and like the domino effect, then we are on the right track. However, the numbers are against us.
yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, like even some of the worst of us, I will look and I would be like, before I condemn that person, I tell myself that damn, they brainwashed. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's the same thing over the betas. You know what I mean? Like, half of the BLM, everybody in BLM brainwashed. What I'm saying
right.
is, if we could brainwash them the right way, you know what I'm saying? Because they need, they using that cheap soap, so they're not really getting their brain, washed the right way. You know?
Can I
So,
ask this?
yeah,
Are there some Moors that are beta?
hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like I
Why?
was,
Why? Why?
I mean, number one, a lot of them unconscious more, but even the ones like you can say the ones in the temple that wear fences, it's some that are still beta. You know, it's just the way things are. Things are messed up. Like I say, I'm blaming it on the vaccines because it's epidemic. It's, you know,
But there was beta males before the vaccine, before the pandemic and all of that shit, right?
was there chicken pox before the vaccine?
Absolutely.
There was no chicken pox because there's none now. You know, like
I
chicken,
had chickenpox when I was like 8.
and you got the vaccine before that.
I don't know that I was vaccinated. Back in the days in the 70s and shit, if you didn't have the chickenpox and you knew somebody whose kid had the chickenpox, you took them over there to catch the
Yeah,
chickenpox so they can get
yeah,
immune to it.
yeah, yeah. That's herd immunity. They scared of us doing
Right.
things like that's what we do. You know,
Yeah.
and
Right.
we don't make rub the other kid, but the parent will gingerly just take them over there and be like,
Yeah. Catch
be
it.
careful. You can play with him, but he got chicken pox, so don't be wrestling with him and all that. So we don't even pay it no mind. We just go about our business, playing blocks, playing whatever, and playing in the sandbox, sharing a little bit of germ and getting over this shit together. You know,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's for real. Like the brother said, it starts with identifying the alpha males at a young age and working with what we got. Because you know, if I'm just
That's
using a lot,
true.
if
That's
I'm using
true.
a lot,
However, King
I'm,
Calico, is there a certain characteristic that we're looking for between the alpha male and the beta male
I mean,
that we can see and identify?
a lot of people gonna connect the intelligent ones as beta males. Like they're trying to really, run off with the bag. Like, oh yeah, betas are really more brilliant. No. You know, that's not it. But you do have a lot that fall in that position. I've seen a lot of more the same way. They highly, highly intellectual, but they so like they don't have any street smarts. You know, some of them don't have any gumption. Like, like I don't think they'll push a man out of their face. You know what I mean? It's just some guys are like that. But that don't mean I'm gonna sit back and let somebody do something to him just because
Right.
he's a baby. Just because he's a baby. And for one, I respect his mind. He's intelligent and he don't mess with nobody. So you're gonna have some problems out of me if you think you're gonna do that. You know, that's the alpha in me. But
Mm.
what I'm saying is, we got brothers like that. We gotta identify that. Start getting back to the arts. Martial arts is needed. Boxing, all that is a form of martial art. And our people need to, just have some of that. to be honest. Like that's why I don't have nothing against like at least the sport. Like no sport, I don't got nothing against the sport. I don't like the league. You feel me? I don't like these major leagues, but I love the
Right.
sport. You know, best thing, like any kid or any man know playing football, when you good at football, you ain't scared of nobody because you know if you have to, you can tackle any man alive. You know what I mean? And once you
Right.
tackle him, you gotta know how to fight good. You just do what you do. You know, so football, all those sports make you better. They make you tough.
Right.
So, that's another thing. Like I said, being overmothered. A lot of boys missed out on opportunities to play sport. It wasn't for your son to get in the pros. It was for him to be a pro, but not necessarily be in the major league. But
Yeah.
physically, we need them all to be pros. Physically. Yeah, and that's what they fear. That's why they
Is,
get these guys
is there,
like jobs. They give them these jobs to occupy the most monstrous and ferocious ones of us. They don't want these guys out here maybe teaming up, you know? And I don't mean
is
this.
there is King? Is there a protocol on how to be an alpha male if you're a beta male?
I mean, we definitely have to write the Holy Bible on it. We have to write the Alpha Male Holy Bible. Because, I mean, it's definitely wrong.
But could we write a protocol on how to be an alpha male
I mean, some
or
things,
how to not be a beta male?
put it like this. They say, like, even the Bible would tell you wisdom is a woman. You feel me? So men,
Absolutely.
we beat on our chest and we grunt, and, growl, like, like a man in the house, when he talk to the kids or play with the kids, he might go, rah, and the
Right.
kids, they love that, because that's our language. Man, we don't have that. I mean, some of us have a little balance where we can display wisdom. I can write, some books and all this good stuff. But what I'm saying is my brother's gonna be able to comprehend it. My brother's more so comprehend, like I say, football, pushing around, bumping chests and fighting, and then they will listen to the knowledge after. They be like, "Hey, you're a real man." You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they feel like
Right.
they can push you down off that podium, then they probably won't listen to you. But if they know, they walk up them steps, they got a real man to deal with. They more inclined to listen. You feel me? Like that's just kind of.
So is I'm trying to get this shit straight. Is the absence of an alpha male in a beta male's life the reason that he's a beta male?
That's it. That's the only reason they
It is.
say a woman. That's the only reason they say a
So
woman can't
all we
raise a
have
man.
to do is put an alpha male into a beta male's life, and boom.
Yeah, it is. And
Well, why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that? Why don't we find all the beta males, find all the alpha males, and link them up?
because that would become what we call polygamy. It would have to. It'd probably be multiple women needing his services. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And people, that would be too much like right. So people definitely not gonna be with that. I think they'll go pick the old time religion before they go that way.
Could alpha males step up into the picture and enforce their ways into beta male's life, whether it's their son or not, just a beta male?
I mean,
I'm
like I
looking for a
said,
solution. That's what I'm trying
saying
to find, a solution.
if we can get in a position where we can brainwash them, we got to be making the music and cramming it down their throats like they cram their music down our throats. You feel me? We got to cram ours. We got to take over the airwaves. We got to have these platforms in position so that we can do the programming. You feel me? Because a lot of people, like they say, the majority of your thoughts are not your own. So people aren't ciphering what is their own thought. So they're just saying what everybody else says. You feel me? So we have to program them.
So let's do a show with descriptions of what a beta male is. And then once you recognize some of those descriptions and you know that you're a beta male and you don't want to be a beta male, then let's write some scripts on how to transfer over to becoming an alpha male with the help of alpha males. I'm saying let's not just recognize this as a problem, but let's also find a solution to these beta males because they're obviously ruling
Mm-hmm.
or outnumbering the alpha males,
Yeah.
or something or other, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we find some solutions to this and not just like label them and target them, but like let's bring them in and convert them to alpha males? Wouldn't that be in the best interest of our race?
Yeah, we definitely need it.
If we have a race, if we indeed have a race, wouldn't that be in the best interest of it?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Like that's the only way we're gonna survive. Like I say, in front of it,
Yeah.
every strong woman,
Yeah.
there should always be a strong man.
Yeah.
And that's what the people not realizing. That means he should be her protector. He don't have to have the brains if he don't have the brain, but he got to have enough brains to know, how to follow and how to lead.
Yeah.
Along.
He has to have access to an alpha male to bring him out of his beta state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that means we got to protect our elders.
So,
We can't be letting the elders disappear because
I pledge myself to you tonight, and any organization that you or we may come up with to destroy the beta male and convert them into alpha males for the sake of our people and for the sake of them suffering as a beta male, because it's a lot. I'm not going to pretend like I don't know what a beta male is, because I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they're prevalent all over this United States. And I know that they may be holding us back from our greatness by continuing to be in a beta state, when we can just bring out the alphas and convert them. I pledge myself to you tonight to coming up with a solution, a program, a remedy, whatever the hell fuck, that we can convert some of these beta males and the ones that know that they're beta and want to be converted into alpha. Let's convert them. Yeah. We don't just want to talk about it. We want to be about it.
For sure.
Absolutely.
But I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't like even worrying about these grown-ups. So, all of this is it's gonna work. It's gonna work, but we're gonna do it.
What if we catch them in their adolescent stage? Not the adults. Not the adults. Fuck the adults, because it's hard to convert. Why don't we catch them in their adolescent stage and convert them then?
Yeah, you take the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Absolutely.
Them the only one we're here for. The brothers.
Yeah, let's run a program. Let's grab them while they're young and convert them while they're young. Yep. I'm all in for it. I have the talents, the skills to work with programs, to get a program, to start a program, and all of that to convert them. And unbeknownst to most people, the government wants us to do this kind of stuff. They have all kinds of grants in place for improving the neighborhood, or raising the community. So we already have a backing for it, but enough people don't know that and don't do that.
We need a Denise grant. That's what we need.
Yeah. Well, I offer myself into shit like this. And all of my life, I've been ready to do shit like this. And I've been doing it in my community and helping people in my community. Those who have a hindrance and, and just may not know this or may not know that. And they come to me, I hook them up. I do that. That's one of my services. And my people who know me know that, and they use me on that strength all the goddamn time. Okay, I took what the Tamahu had me doing in the workplace, and I converted it to my neighborhood, and so my people know. They'll call me all the time. Or, oh, they're trying to sue me for this. I need a professional letter. I'm a documentation specialist on all hell fuck things. You need to sue somebody. You need to get your money. You need to do this or you need to do that. And your landlord is fucking you over. All of that kind of shit. They come to me. They do. All the goddamn time.
Like sister, I'm sure you know who this is, right? Like you remember him from the movie?
We gotta drop seeds everywhere we go and let nature do her thing. I don't know who that is, but I agree with them 100%, and I would like to add them to my friends list on Facebook. Okay.
And definitely also on YouTube. Follow.
Absolutely.
Sister Yahsinni.
Oh yeah.
YouTube. Look for the white.
Absolutely.
White
Absolutely.
Hey, but this
I'm taking what the Tamahu gave me as far as skills on the job, and I'm converting them now because I don't punch a plantation clock, but I'm taking those skills and using them in my community to lift the community up. Like, what is holding you back? Okay, so you just need this, and then I will be helping them and guiding them and getting them through that. Whether it's you need a website, you're trying to start a business, you need to sue a motherfucker, you need to stop a motherfucker from suing you. All of that shit, they come to Yahsinni, and I promise you that's what I do. And I'm glad to do it. I don't tax them a whole bunch of money or none of that shit. Yeah.
She's definitely the truth. And I want y'all to hold on. I want y'all to make sure that y'all go check out YahsinniUniversity.com. I'm talking about the Flyers jewelry. It's already over 100 to choose from, but you can always get customized.
And you know
we're willing to do them custom also. So
yep. And that's just my second or third love. My first love is helping my people to get where they want to be. And what's your roadblock? You call me, you tell me what's your roadblock, and then we get beyond that. That's my first love. Yeah.
Exactly. See, and
absolutely.
Like the image I got right here before we close out. Like this is Kunta Kinte's grandson.
And, is that right?
This is beta male number 1. This guy here was a joke.
Damn.
They had to beat the hell out of Kunta to get him to say his name was Toby. This little chuckle and Java right here.
Okay.
Yeah. He was definitely here.
Yeah.
And well, nothing like his granddad. Which was obviously an alpha. You feel me? And this homogenized Negro.
Wow.
I don't mean to talk about him like that in real life or anything, but his character in the movie was definitely it's a classic. The way he played it on, I hope he's not like that in real life, but brother, that was the epitome of what a beta male is.
Wow.
Like no other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to find a way to let your alpha maleness spread throughout our peoples. That's it. I'll be more than glad to help implement a plan to get these beta males upgraded to alpha.
For sure.
It's not a whole lot. It's really just a mindset, pretty much. a mindset and a training and the propaganda and all of that matrix ass shit that they've incorporated into their mind. If they can get rid of that and learn self, like here, let me ask you, as an alpha male, King Calico, what separates you from a beta male?
I mean, like nobody is 100%. Put like this, you know, when you're young, you know, you don't know you 100 until you go through the storm. You feel me? Then you get there, and you know, you basically you have to be honest and grade yourself. Like, dang, I went through that not knowing
Right.
what to say, what to do. But then when I sit back and grade what I did, that was the best thing in the world I could have did. You know?
Yeah.
So that's when you know you're 100.
So doesn't your mindset play a big role in separating you from them? Doesn't the truth or the knowledge or the work that you put out help separate you from them?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Like, that's
Because
what
you definitely put in some work.
Yeah, and that's what it is. You gotta judge a man by his deeds. You hear me?
Okay.
Like they say, you know, faith without work is dead.
You damn right. Yeah.
So you definitely trying to go to work.
Yeah, I'm getting some inspiration from the necklaces that I'm seeing all these guys.
Yeah, that's real. That's what I'm trying to tell them.
I promise you. I'm always looking like, oh, what's that? Can I create that? Can I recreate that? Yeah, I'm saying like some some nice Kunta shit. Look at that. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, you know, if you build it, they would come. So I'm looking at, oh, look at that. Like, what's that? You know, I'm looking at this shit like I'm gonna recreate that shit. Look at that. What's that? I like it. I like it.
Anything they want, it can be customized. They definitely need it.
Absolutely. We've always been jeweled. We've always been jeweled.
Like this brother is really an awesome actor. You know, LeVar Burton. Like low key, he really.
And I'm looking at his gear once again. Like, damn.
Low key, he was Denzel before Denzel, and I'm talking about that's just on the low. Nobody really noticed how great of an actor he was. Like,
is that LeVar Burton?
Yeah, that was the same one. Yeah, that was the same one.
Oh, yeah, he looks really different there. Okay, that's Kunta in the flesh. Toby, yeah.
His grandson, the little grandson.
Okay. Truth be known, I didn't watch any of that stuff because I'm an empath, and I can't see all of that hardship going on. However, I am getting better and starting to be able to go back in that kind of history. But pretty much, I couldn't watch Roots when I was a child. I couldn't watch the Kunta, Shaka Zulu, or none of that shit. But I see why it's important that I do. However, I'm working on that. I'm working on it.
But you want to get the people any other words before we get up out of here, sister?
Absolutely. So this was a good video to me because now we can say, don't just talk about it, be about it. So we're talking about beta males, and there's a way for them to raise themselves up to being an alpha male, and they may not know the direction of how to do that. Then you need to be contacting me and the actual alpha male in this video as to some ideas and some help. Like a lot of people know that they know that they're experiencing some shit that they don't need to be in. They may know that they may need to like change their minds to change their life or change their reality and don't know how. If you're watching this video today and you seen some shit or heard some shit that you're interested in, I'm available at all times. I'm Credengra, that's Credengra, either Yahoo or Gmail. It doesn't matter. I have all kinds of contact info on my channel, on my YouTube channel, which is Denise Grant, White Dove, Blue Sky. If you want to contact me, if you want some information, if your life ain't going the ways and all you need is a little boost, then you need to call me and we can figure out that resolution and get you up and going from your beta maleness on your way to your alpha maleness, and then maybe let D Calico take over from there because he's an alpha male. Go straight to the source.
And she's definitely in the divine. You know,
Yeah,
this is a beautiful sister in real life. So, you know,
absolutely.
be honest with you, like she's the type. All of her customers are special to her. So, it's nothing for y'all to get to know her.
You know it.
Just like say, hit that white dove in the sky. Go to YahSinniUniversity.com. However you can get to know this beautiful soul, and help us all help each other. You know,
Yes.
and I'm gonna get my alpha male at up out of here, and peace and love to all of y'all.
All hail, all hail to the king.
Peace and love.
Always.